everyone, my name is Vaishnu Meshwar Deshmukh. Today's topic is internal implementation in a container, and today's date is 15 November 22. Now I firstly discuss in the what is internal implementation in container. The software development must be regarded their use in the hardware, and resources is the dedicate of a hardware after after explains and the bias of run and maintains and there only much room and data and centers of for extra servers and the ability to run the multiple virtual mechanisms and one pieces of hardware and take a virtuals, and then it is the good options at each virtuals and mechanisms and includes into the guest of everything, and that's it's a system in resources and the days using in the virtuals of like using stock and music, and when you are could be using in the full of and when it is contents of scale weights and consist and the efficiency of a better way, and you should be consisting implement of a container. Then discussing the what is a container. The containers are a similar virtual machines, and containers can be used in the any things, and they can be similar of a software and process in larger applications, and containers include in the necessary to code and libraries. And then it is the executables and configuration files, and you can be think about like your would be the physical containers, and and rather than manufacturing software goods, and everything requires from the run and application in hardware within the container. Then it is the container is a different virtual mechanisms because does not contains in mechanisms, and then resources of the CPU and memory and single applications of a runtime container. Then discuss in the why implementations of a container. The developer can be used in container and applications in more containers and environments, and this is the similar benefits which is developers, and but it can be the additionals of modules and then architectures, and they can be all the regions of producing and existing of applications, and which can be more used process as content from the developers of the containers or applications. And then it is the containers of a developer in the integers, and the technology in the supports in the strength of a bits in the developments and from the same containers image, and it can be support the issues in developments of respective backgrounds and takes all of the service and options and efforts of the more efficiency of the products, and you will be the full of the advantages, and this is technology of the development and implementations of a strain and additional of contents, and some things that happens over things and anything's wrongdoings, and it is the requirements and plannings and it from the best of the parties and which implementation of contents. This is the some discussions of implementation of a containers.